Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you are new. Today I have my top 5 favourite affordable drugstore concealers. So this is just going to be a quick video, not too long, because obviously I'm only going to be talking about each concealer and how they perform and why it's my favourite. So I think I'm going to go in, don't know if it's going to be in order, actually I think it's going to be. Okay, so I'm going to go from 5 and then to 1, which 5 is the lowest, 1's the highest I rate out of it. Obviously everyone's different, I might like these concealers, you might not. So I'm just giving you an idea of what's good at the drugstore and what's good to get, basically. If you try it out and you don't like it, then that's obviously your opinion. But yeah, I'll get straight into the video. So the first one I'm going to talk about is number 5, which is my least favourite, but obviously is still my favourite because it made it to the top 5. It's the Maybelline Age Rewind The Eraser Eye Perfect and Cover Concealer. So I got the shade Light. This is a great concealer for under the eyes. It's really hydrating and it hides the pigmentation really well under the eyes. So if you have dark circles under your eyes, I was going to say bags then, but that's not a nice word to say, is it? If you have dark circles under eyes, this is great. As you can see, I've used up quite a bit. So as you can see, I've used up quite a bit. The only thing, I do like the sponge, but it gets really messy and not much product comes out. I think more product would come out onto the eyes if there wasn't a sponge, if you get what I mean, because I feel like it gets all like clogged up at the top. And the only thing that I dislike about this is the colour range. I believe in the UK they only have like 3 shades or 2 shades. Actually, I rephrase that. They have loads of new shades. I have the shade Light, but I only thought they had a few shades, which now they have more. Yes, they do. So they have some darker shades and they also have some lighter shades. They have a neutralizer and a brightener shade. They have an ivory shade. They have, oh, they now have fair. So next time I buy this, the light was too dark for me because I do like a bright under eye. But next time I will get the fair or the ivory. They look quite light on the website. And they've also got some nice new dark shades, deeper shades. So that's great. This is £8.99 and it's really nice under the eyes. I wouldn't say it's full coverage, but it does get rid of pigmentation under the eyes and it lasts all day, especially if you powder. So next is the Maybelline Fit Me. Again, these have new shades that have recently come out. I have bought a new one, but this is just the one I have today. This is 15, but they have a new one. The lightest one is 05 Ivory, which I have bought, and it is much lighter than this, which is great. Drugstore concealers are up in their game lately with the shade range, which is amazing. They have some dark shades on the website as well. So I chose this because it has really good coverage, but it's not heavy under the eyes. It leaves it nice and moisturised. It makes my under eyes brighter and more awake and it looks really nice. Again, it reduces under eye circles. It says on the website that it is medium to full coverage and it is natural matte, which I do agree with. And it's great that they've got new shades now because drugstore concealers weren't that great before, so it's now good that the concealers are coming out with new shade range for deeper skin and also fair skin like me. This is great for under the eyes and also to highlight the face, especially with the brighter shades. So really recommend this one if you want a medium to full coverage concealer and to hide dark circles. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is £5.99. So the next one is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. Again, these have brought out new shades, lighter shades and darker shades. So I have the shade Fair 1, which used to be the lightest shade, but now I think there's an 05 I seen in Superdrug the other day. It doesn't say on the website because I think they do it individually, but this is £4.19, very precise. This says on the website that it is water resistant and transfer proof. I don't know if that's true, but okay, so this is quite a full coverage concealer. For the price, it is amazing. Really? So yeah, this concealer is very full coverage. It's nice and bright under the eyes, and it does cover dark circles, which is great. I have dark circles under my eyes because I obviously don't get enough sleep. But yeah, this is great for if you want a full coverage look. I normally use this on like an everyday basis when I want to wear just concealer under my eyes and maybe like on my chin and my forehead and my nose. And I've heard that people use this all over their face. I don't do that because if I want that I'll use a foundation, but it is a great under eye brightening concealer. Okay, so next is technically not Drugstore, but this is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. This is $6, which I believe is about £4.50, £5 range. I got the shade Light 10, but they do have, again, a wide variety of shades. They now have a white shade, and I want to get the lightest shade, which is Fair 02, and then they got Fair 00, which is the light one. But I did order the 5, but they sent me the 10 for some reason. But I believe they don't have the 5 anymore, which I don't know. They have a 6, but not a 5. I don't know. But they have expanded their shade range, and the deeper shades are amazing. They're very deep and dark toned. And then obviously they got a white and fair toned ones. So this is amazing for under the eyes. It's very lightweight and hydrating. It reminds me and everyone I know of the Tarte Shape Tape. The only difference is the applicator, because it's like, the applicator reminds me of the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay, because it's quite flat and long. But other than that, the pigmentation and the formula is similar to the Tarte Shape Tape. But I've only had this not long, but I absolutely love it. And it's great for under the eyes because, like I said, it's lightweight and hydrating. It gives a matte finish, which is great, even though it's quite hydrating under the eyes. I do like a matte finish under the eyes, as, how many times do I want to say under the eyes? I do want a matte finish because it just looks better. It says it's crease proof, soft blurring pigments to give you a crease proof matte finish. No filter needed. So that's why it's called the No Filter Concealer. But I definitely recommend this. I know it's hard to get in the UK, but they do have like special offers sometimes, like free shipping, but then all you've got to do is pay for customs, which can be a pain in the butt, but I'd do it. So it's easier for my American viewers. So yeah, this is great for full coverage. Okay, so last but not least is the new Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour Concealer. Looks like this. Again, people have said that this reminds them of the Tarte Shape Tape, but this one has the same doe foot applicator, and obviously there's less product in here. I got the shade C1, and they've come out again with more shades. The Drugstore are killing it with new shades lately. They now have a white shade, which I want to get to add to the Colourpop one because it's not light enough, and it's hard to get the white concealer from the Colourpop. But this concealer is great for full coverage. This has 18 shades. That is great for Drugstore concealers. I would say that this is a lightweight formula but full coverage. So if you want a full coverage, most of these are full coverage, so I like a good full coverage cover, you know. It says that it covers blemishes, uneven skin tone and dark circles. It has a matte finish. It says it won't set in fine lines or pores, which is great. I agree with all of that because I haven't had any problems with it creasing or not lasting all day. I do really like this concealer, and I think it's like a mix up between these two in my first position. this kind of wins it a little bit more because it's cheaper. It is, oh, I forgot to mention that this is $6. Wait, did I mention that? Probably. This is £4, which is, you just can't go wrong. I would definitely recommend this one if you can't get a hold of the Colourpop one. This is just as good, but apparently it runs out really quickly, but mine's okay at the moment. I've only had it for a couple of weeks, so we'll see. And I think because of the shade is my shade as well, I like it even more. So that is my top 5 drugstore concealers. I'll do a rundown. The 5th one was the Maybelline Age Rewind. The 4th one was the Maybelline Fit Me. The 3rd one was the Collection Lasting Perfection. The 2nd one was the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. And then last but not least, the first one was the Revolution Concealer. So let me know down below if this video helped in any way, shape or form with you getting an idea of which concealer to buy from the drugstore. They do vary in price, but it's surprising that one of the cheapest is my favourite. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this a big thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And I love you to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next one.